everyone. For those of you here, thank you so much for joining. I'm Shweta. I'm from Avail's marketing team. We have Scott from Avail and Ryan from SubWallet here. I'll let the two of them to introduce themselves. Scott, do you want to go?
Yeah, cool. Hey, so my name's Scott. I work with Avail, do a lot of the blog writing content here, and looking forward to digging into this conversation with Ryan.
Hey guys. Thank you for having me here today. It's really a pleasure to be here today sharing about SubWallet and Avail Space and how we are doing to have onboard more users to the Avail ecosystem.
Excited to have you here, Ryan. So, for those of you who have not heard of the Avail Space before, so Avail Space is essentially is a DApp which is trying to bring everything Avail in one space. So that means have your tokens, you have your NFTs, you also have a blob inscription that means you can see your inscriptions, and we are also working on staking, bridge, and a few other features with that. So we're going to dive into how Avail Space works and basically have a chat about the process that went into building Avail Space and how it's going to help us in growing the Avail ecosystem. So I think let's just begin with how Avail Space came into picture, right, Ryan? Like what is the inspiration that is drawn? Like how did this partnership happen?
Okay, thank you. So I would like to talk a bit about SubWallet first, and after that, share about how we come up with the idea of Avail Space. So in short, SubWallet is now the leading multi-chain wallet and super D app for the Polkadot and Subtrade ecosystem with around 1.2 million total downloads, and we have about 700,000 active users. And we also EVM compatible, so we support all of the popular EVM chains like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism Base, and so on. So actually, we have been working closely with the Avail team since the early day, and actually last year we had a chance to invite Anurag and his team to Vietnam, where we are based, and join our event, one of our events that we organized for the Vietnamese builders and end users community here. And Anurag gave a great presentation about Avail and what the team is building for the unification layer of Web3. And I think both SubWallet and Avail team, we shared the same vision for the multi-chain future. So that's why we work closely together in order to bring more users to Web3. But the problem is that when we talk about a multi-chain future, it still have many problems of the fragmentation. Things like liquidity fragmentation, users experience fragmentation, effort fragmentation, and we have the same passion to work together to solve all of those kind of problems in order to bring Web3 to mass adoption. So as you may know, Avail used the Subtrade framework to build its unification layer for Web3. And because SubWallet supports both Subtrade and EVM, so that's why we support Avail very quickly. And we want to build kind of the leading wallet and the most comprehensive solution for the Avail ecosystem, not only for Avail, but also for all of the rollups running on top of Avail. So let's say in the future, there can be thousands of rollups running on top of Avail. So we want to be the most comprehensive wallet solution for the users in the Avail ecosystem. And actually, as I said earlier, because we want to bring the best UI UX, kind of a 10x UI UX for the users in the Avail ecosystem. But the thing is that we see there is a need for kind of a one-stop shop solution for the Avail ecosystem. So kind of everything for the Avail. So let's say one-stop shop, one single interface for the users in the Avail ecosystem to do everything on Avail. Kind of they can do staking, they can do portfolio management, NFT management, inscription management, and later they can do like cross-chain bridge and swap between Avail and all the rollups in the Avail ecosystem, and also even between Avail and other ecosystem. So that is why Avail Space was born to become the one-stop shop solution for the Avail ecosystem for everything on Avail.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, it kind of goes to show that once you put a front end on top of something like Avail, how many things it opens up, right? Like you covered a lot of use cases there. And all of that is stuff that is basically enabling users to start to leverage the functionality built in or enabled by Avail in some way, shape, or form. So when it comes to Avail Spaces, you know, what was some of the kind of early kind of decision making process that the team went through around, you know, what were the kind of key features that would be supported and which ones would be built first and so on. And yeah, do you want to just talk us through, you know, how that that process kind of came together?
Yeah, so currently on the Avail Space app, we support all the testnets for Avail, like the global testnet and the touring testnet already. So people can like manage their Avail testnet token, and also they can do staking. So they can do like direct nomination or nomination pool staking inside the Avail app with a few simple clicks. They can choose their preferred validators or preferred pools to join and earn rewards. And actually, we are also working on the auto compound feature for Avail staking on mainnet. So that allows user to like they can like automatically claim the rewards without having to do it manually again and again. So that can bring a much better user experience for the end users. Also, currently we have added support for Avail block encryption. So it's kind of encryption building on top of Avail on testnet, and we are working closely with the team to add support for its NFT on mainnet very quickly. So that's the very simple and very basic features that we have already added support for Avail. So in the future, we will also working on adding support for cross-chain swap and cross-chain bridge between Avail and all the rollups in the Avail ecosystem, and also even between Avail and other ecosystem like Cosmos, Solana, and Bitcoin. So within a few simple steps, a few simple clicks with slick UI UX and kind of one-stop shop solution.
So when we
To add one more thing about the asset management feature. So we have the portfolio management feature for Avail users, where they can manage their not only assets tokens but also NFT and encryption in one single screen. Not only for one account, but we allow users to manage their multiple accounts in one single place, one single screen. That can be really users friendly, and especially for those who have a lot of accounts at the same time.
So features like staking and even block subscriptions, for example, right? Like these are very important to our like Avail network as well. But like, how are you identifying like features at this point? Like, where are these priorities coming from, and where do you see like what are the other features that you think that we can potentially add in the future, and where Avail Space is heading to?
Yeah, so as I said earlier, we aim to become a one-stop shop solution for Avail ecosystem. So what we do is that we work closely with Avail team, closely with the projects building on top of Avail, and also closely with the users in order to hear the feedback and suggestions from the users to add any kind of new features that they have a demand for, and also add the new features that can help showcase the Avail technologies. So yeah, features like I mentioned earlier, the cross-chain swap between Avail and roll up on top of Avail, and also between Avail and other ecosystem, cross-chain swap and bridge. Um, the auto compile feature that I also mentioned earlier is also from the users, because when someone stake their Avail, whether it's on validator or through a nomination pool, normally they will need to do to claim the reward manually. Uh, that can be quite difficult and time consuming for the end users, because they will need to like check the rewards and claim it like every day or every week. So that's why we are developing the auto compile feature that can allow us to like claim the rewards on behalf of the users, so they will not need to do it by themselves, and that can be really highly effective and really users friendly for end users.
Yeah, that's a huge one, especially for stakers, and also sometimes simplifying that complexity that can be there with sort of nomination pools and those sorts of things. So streamlining that and stripping it down is definitely a good feature for the ecosystem to be able to tap into. In your integrations with the Avail stack, what were some of the technical challenges that you came across, and how did you overcome some of those?
Yeah, so actually when we integrate everything Avail into Avail Space, there are some not really difficulty in technical, but some things that can make the users experience slow and difficult. So for example, because the infrastructure, um, things like Avail indexer and Avail RPC, when you have a lot of users coming to Avail at the same time, so it can cause the sometimes slow response. So we are developing some solution for that in order to bring a better UI UX for the users. So we are building our own Avail indexer and also building our Avail RPC. So for the indexer, we can make sure that the users can get the latest and correct data from the Avail blockchain, and so that the data, for example, transaction history, the staking history, and the balance of their token. So by building the indexer ourselves, so we can allow those data to be sold automatically very fast in the user's wallet, so that it can bring a better experience for the users. And also for the Avail RPC, we are also building the Avail RPC endpoint in order to provide a stable and secure network connection for the users. So this kind of solution, we are doing everything in order to bring a better UI UX for the users, and make them feel like Web 2 when they experience the Avail ecosystem.
I think what's really been amazing is how quickly all of this has come together. Like from ideation to what we see on the front end, it has all happened so fast. So props to your team for that. But like
Yeah,
what
thank
has
you.
also come live very quickly was the game that the Playnation team made. So I believe that like Playnation's also like working very closely with SubWallet, right? Is there like how did that happen? Can you tell us a little more about what Playnation does?
Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you for asking. So actually, Playnation is quite an interesting story and initiative that we've been currently working on. The thesis is that there are now 900 million users on Telegram, and every single Web3 project, they use Telegram to build their own community and use Telegram as the means of engaging with their users. So I would say that Telegram is something like a station, a bridge between Web 2 and Web 3 projects. And we have seen some successful case studies in the Thorn network ecosystem, like the projects, the gaming wallets like Notcoin or Cartigen, which can bring like millions of users into the Thorn network ecosystem. So we see we need to do something here in order to onboard more users and bridge the gap between Web 2 and Telegram users and Avail ecosystem. So that is why we decided to build Playnation in order to onboard more users to Avail. So unlike other gaming wallet, Playnation is not only one single game, but we allow users to play many games inside one single gaming wallet, Playnation. And what is special is that we work very closely with the projects, our partners, in order to bring the customized uh, games for the project. So let's say they can have the customized branding kits, customized brand assets and logos and mascots in the games in order to have them to bring better awareness and better performance to engage with their users. And Playnation not only support the substrate and the substrate ecosystem, but also can support EVM networks. And we plan to also support other networks like Cosmos, Solana, and Bitcoin in the future. So let's say, unlike other gaming wallet on the market right now, so Playnation is a multi-chain gaming wallet, a multi-chain gateway for gaming in order to onboard users from Telegram, onboard users from Web 2 games into Web 3 and help the projects in the Web 3 space to grow their user base and reach more users.
Yeah, that's awesome. How has the games been received so far from the community?
Yeah, so actually we launched Playnation, the beta launch about 2 weeks ago, just before the halving. And actually at first we planned, we targeted and expected to get about 10k 10,000 players users for the first week or even the first 2 weeks. But for now, after 2 weeks, we have gotten 50,000 users already, and that is the customized game for Avail. So if you like play the game, you see the mascot of Avail and the Avail branding kit customized for Avail. And we got really positive feedback from the users that they really love the game. They can play it anywhere, and each play can last for only a few minutes, so they can play like on the way to work, after work, just before you go to bed, and so on. So kind of a really good way to engage with the users and keep them active with the community. And later on we plan, so right now the game is off chain, but later on we plan to have more like activities to drive the users with the on-chain transaction on Avail, so that we can it's kind of a fun way for them to play the game, but also an enjoyable way for the users to for the users who never experience Web3, but they can experience some on-chain transaction on Web3. So it's kind of really fun and enjoyable way to onboard users.
That's cool. And is there the wallet, the SubWallet integrated with the Playnation at the moment, or is that something that you're looking to add soon?
Yes, so actually we planning to do that. So right now for the Playnation gaming wallet, we abstract away the way they onboard Web3. So you within a few simple clicks you can create an account. I mean a Web3 wallet, and you play the game. But later on, we plan to to allow the users to connect with SubWallet, maybe through the QR code, so that also a few simple steps that they can sync their account between Playnation and SubWallet. And also we can drive the users from Playnation to the SubWallet mobile DR browser, where they can do some on-chain transaction on the wallet. So when you play the game, there will be some pop-up or some links, and when you click those kind of link, it will automatically redirect you to the SubWallet mobile app DR browser, and you can do the on-chain transaction in there. So kind of we can sync the experience between Playnation and SubWallet for the users.
I think this might be kind of a basic question, but just for people who are watching, is Avail Space open for people with any wallet that holds Avail, or is it just for SubWallet?
Yes, that's thank you for the question. So actually, Avail Space is now open for every single wallet that support Avail. So for example, right now we support SubWallet, we support Polkadot.js and Talisman. Users can also connect their wallet into Avail Space, and we are also working to add more options for the users, not only on the browser extension wallets, but also for the mobile wallet as well.
So yeah, I mean it basically goes with what you're trying to build, right? Like literally everything Avail in one space. Do you think we might end up playing games in Avail Space as well at some point?
Yeah. That's
So we do have, I mean, a couple of questions. So one is, are you providing bridging inside wallet? Although, like Ryan, you already answered it, but you can sort of reiterate on the features we have.
sorry. Can you repeat it?
So there's a question
Yeah.
that asks, are you providing bridging inside wallet? That's on the comment. You've already answered it, but would be nice if you could repeat some of the features that Avail Space has.
Yeah, so for Avail Space, for the basic feature right now, we support token management, NFT management, encryption management in one single screen. And also we support in-app staking. You can do direct nomination or nomination pool stakings. You can choose validators and pools within a few simple steps. We also support multiple account management. So if you have many accounts storing your Avail assets, you can also import your multiple accounts into Avail Space to manage in one single place. And in the future, we are planning to support, of course, the bridge, the cross-chain bridge solution, and the cross-chain swap solution between Avail and the rollups running on top of Avail, and also between Avail ecosystem and other ecosystem like Cosmos, Solana, and also Bitcoin. And of course, we are really open for suggestion. So anything that when you use Avail Space and you have suggestion or feedback for us, for the team, so please feel free to join our channel. We have the community channel on Discord and Telegram, and the team are really active there. We also have the user support system where you can also share your feedbacks or suggestion with the team via email ticket, and we will really appreciate your suggestion.
So for there's a number of new listeners who have joined in since we began. I was wondering if you could just repeat again the number of users that SubWallet has currently.
Yeah, so currently we have about 1.2 million total downloads already, and we have about 700,000 active users every month. So in terms of the D app, on the SubWallet D app, we also have about 3 million unique visitors monthly.
Yeah, nice. Is there anything that we haven't discussed about either SubWallet, Avail Space, or just broadly just around Avail and the technology, that you'd like to discuss, or anything that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, so I think some people also ask about the opportunity when they join Playnation and play the games in Playnation. So actually, right now we are allowing the users to play the game, and they get the points in game, and they can also invite their friends to get the referral points, and that allows they to climb up to the leaderboard. And the higher you can climb up to the leaderboard, there might be a chance for you guys to get the airdrops from our partners projects in the future. So we are working really hard in order to have more use cases and provide more experience as well as rewards for our players on Playnation.
Awesome. And have you got some more games in the pipeline for Playnation, or is it sort of starting out with this current game for now and starting to add additional functionality? What's the plan there?
Yeah, so actually we already been talking with some other, actually many other projects, because when we share with them about Playnation, so they got really excited because it's kind of a new way for them to engage with their users, and also to onboard a new wave of users from Web2 and from Telegram to their platform. So we are in talk with many projects, and we are also designing many new games for our partners. So and also adding more on-chain tasks for the users for the games. So please stay tuned about those kind of updates. You can follow the Playnation Twitter account, and also you can join our community channel on Telegram to get updated with the latest news about Playnation. Yeah.
So I think we've spoken a lot about Avail Space and Playnation. If people want to try the apps, like where do they find it? We haven't given them a link yet.
So, Can you repeat the question, please?
If people who want to try Avail Space, where can they try it? We haven't given them a link yet.
Okay. So maybe you can have share the link later, but I can briefly share it. So you can for Avail Space, you can access the website availspace.app to access the app, and also we have all the link to join our community channel in the website as well, so you can join if you are interested. And for SubWallet, we also have the website subwallet.app, and also we have all the links in the website. You can also follow our Twitter, join our Discord and Telegram in order to engage with other community members, and also in order to engage with our team members. I'm sure that our team members, they are really happy to talk to you guys. And also we've been spending a lot of effort building the users guide system, where we have a lot of instruction and tutorials, both in written format and also in videos, in order to show you guys, so the users, how to use SubWallet and how to use Avail Space to interact with Avail ecosystem. So please check it out.
Awesome. And I just checked the comments, and there's some questions there around how all of this fits together. So I might just give a really quick kind of overview, and then also just show how SubWallet is fitting into the broader Avail ecosystem. So basically, blockchains have a fundamental problem, that being data availability, block space, and it's something that teams have been wrestling with for a very long time. And Avail has come along, creating a completely new way of enabling chains to tap into this data availability block space. And that enables them to scale, and it enables them to do a lot of things, because it's only one component of the blockchain. So if you want to build a blockchain, you need the data availability block space, but you also need execution and a few other things, right? And so what makes Avail unique in that regard is there's a whole lot of execution engines that you can run on top of it. Some of the listeners might have heard recently that we just announced integrations with the 5 major rollup stacks: Arbitrum, Optimism, ZK Sync, Starknet, and what's the last one I'm forgetting now? Anyway, there's a whole lot of executions that can run on top of it. And then where SubWallet fits into all of this is, you need some way of kind of easily interacting with this ecosystem that is being built on top of Avail. Now, there may be individual applications that are being built on top of Avail, and you can go and interact with those, and SubWallet may be a component that plugs into that as well. Equally, the Avail blockchain itself has a bunch of functionality, whether that be staking Avail tokens, bridging, swapping, those sorts of things. And that's what some of the functionality that Ryan and his team are pulling down into the SubWallet front end, so that it makes it super easy for users to interact with that functionality and use it. So I hope I did that reasonable justice, Ryan, but if I've missed anything, feel free to add to that.
Yeah, and that's a great sum up. I would like to also add a few comments. Actually, I mentioned about it earlier, but I would like to again talk about it, because maybe some of the audience haven't had a chance to listen because they are late. I imagine in the future there will be a lot of roll-ups running on top of Avail, and there will be hundreds or thousands of applications running on top of Avail and on top of roll-ups running on top of Avail. And Avail Space is kind of the unified aggregation layer. We kind of aggregate every single solution for bridge, for cross-chain bridge, for cross-chain swap, and for staking, restaking, and so on for the Avail users. So again, Avail Space aim to become the one-stop shop solution for the Avail ecosystem and help connect Avail ecosystem with other ecosystem and help onboard users from Web 2 to Avail ecosystem. And together with Playnation, with SubWallet, we kind of provide a complete user's journey. So imagine when you onboard to the Avail ecosystem with Playnation, and you can connect your account with SubWallet, and after that you connect SubWallet with Avail Space to do everything on Avail Space. So that's the vision that we are working and we are working together with the Avail team in order to achieve that.
Very cool. Yeah, thanks for that. And then just to close that loop, right? Playnation is a great example of that. So there's a game that users can play, and it's basically onboarding users into Web3 via a pretty fun game that anyone can access and play pretty easily. Cool. Swetha, is anything else you wanted to add from your side?
I think we're good. Just to reiterate, if you want to check out Avail Space, you can head to availspace.app. You can connect your subwallet, Polkadot.js, or Talisman and check out the application. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for making it, Ryan. It was so much fun talking to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Sweeter and Scott, and thank you very much for the Avail team to provide me this opportunity. So it's really a pleasure to be here today, and also a pleasure to engage with the Avail ecosystem users.
Absolutely, likewise.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you everyone,
So,
and have a good day.
Cheers.
you too.